Students, commencement is an important step for all of you. While we are not celebrating together in a physical space, the spirit of a commencement, of taking that next step in your lives, is bigger than a ceremony on one single day. Students, remember what brought you to this moment: hard work, knowledge, persistence, and confidence. Your experience as a student and in your field also brought you here. As you move toward a higher degree or navigate the workforce, experience is a term you'll hear very often. But how do we define experience? How can we use experience? Your experience as a student or a professional is not only defined by your degree, your duties, or all the research you've done. Experience also consists of your ability to apply education to everyday life, your ability to think critically, and your professional relationships. Experience helps us to avoid mistakes. For example, maybe you didn't manage your time correctly when you had an important class paper to write. That experience shows you how important it is to manage time in the workplace. Use your experience in the classroom or on the job to meet people in your field and network with them. Ask them how they were able to use their talents in the field. Finally, many of you have balanced a day job with your education here. That kind of experience is a great start when it comes to taking on new challenges. As you enter your new careers or go on to continue your education, I implore you to always take time to give back to the community. There have been many before you who have given back, giving their time and skills to benefit the greater good. And as you grow in your personal lives, please remember to continue that work. It is rewarding to give back to the community in small or immense ways, knowing you have left the world better than you have found it. Find your passion, the organization or cause that speaks to you, and start small. You may find it takes time to find the cause close to your heart, but on the road to finding that passion, you will touch and change the lives of so many along the way. Use your experience to find the best opportunities possible and keep moving towards success. Remember that you have already had the courage and the ability to arrive at this point. It's also important to remember the people that helped you arrive at this point. Even if they're not physically cheering you on at a ceremony, they are still part of your experience. They've inspired you, supported you, and passed on their knowledge to you. The best way to thank them is to pass that knowledge on to someone else. We should always recognize and thank the servicemen and women who give us the opportunities we often take for granted. You are able to have opportunities in education and in your future careers because of the democracy that has been preserved by our active and veteran servicemen and women, many of whom may be graduates this year at Middlesex County College. And of course, I would like to thank the faculty and staff of Middlesex County College, led by President Mark McCormick, and the Middlesex County College Board of Trustees, led by Chairwoman Dorothy Powers and Vice Chair Mark Finkelstein. Together, you have created a foundation of support for the students. Thanks to you, they have access to the education and resources that will help them move forward. Thank you all for continuing to advance Middlesex County College's mission. Finally, I would like to wish our graduates the very best for the future. It's one of endless opportunities.
Dr. McCormick, honorable freeholders, honored guests, faculty, and class of 2020. This is a great day for you. Where you are, what you have accomplished, and what a wonderful new future is ahead, known or unknown. Whatever lies ahead, go with great expectations to show the world you are ready to commit your journey. I'd like to quote an old Chinese proverb, to sum up my wish for you. And it goes like this. When someone shares something of value with you and you benefit from it, you have a moral obligation to share it with others. So, with your knowledge and your successes, you can make a better place to share with others who follow. And while it is my pleasure to bring greetings to you on behalf of our Middlesex County College Board of Trustees, it is my honor to thank you for choosing Middlesex County College. This is indeed a unique graduation ceremony, but they can't take this diploma away from you. Congratulations and good luck. God bless.
Hi, it's Cory Booker, United States Senator from the great state of New Jersey. To the Middlesex County College community, I am so grateful for all of the people that made this day possible. And to the 2020 graduates, I celebrate you. I am so proud of you and all of your hard work. Congratulations on your graduation, and thank you for making us even more Jersey strong. So class of 2020, this is not the graduation experience that you wanted or you invited. And I've learned in my life that in many ways you can't control circumstances. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response. There's a great author named Viktor Frankl who wrote a book about surviving the Holocaust. And he said that the last of the great human freedoms is to choose your attitude in any given set of circumstances. And he says there's always a choice. Every day, every hour, he says you're offered a decision. That between stimulus and response, that's your power. It's a decision, he wrote, that's going to determine whether you submit to the powers around you which threaten to rob you of your dignity and your worth, or do you manifest that great freedom that can never be stripped from you, which is to show up. To me, that is a challenge. Life is not about a destination. It's where you are every day, what you're bringing, what spirit do you choose to bring into the world. Look, when Hurricane Sandy was coming in, I was the mayor of New Jersey's largest city, the mayor of Newark, and I was out in the storm just as it was impacting, surveying the whole city, driving around as best I could in a command vehicle, being blown from side to side. And I'll never forget, I get this call it always starts with a funny question. It's an operator that says, "Hello, this is the White House operator. Would you hold for the President of the United States?" And it's always funny to me because who says no to that? And I go, yes. And next thing you know, I'm talking to Barack Obama, who is checking in on me. It was an incredible conversation, connecting as a storm is hitting the coast of the United States of America. This president was checking in on a mayor. We had a good conversation. As soon as I hang up on him, almost as if it was timed, my cell phone rings again, and now it's the governor of the state of New Jersey, Chris Christie. Again, a moment of human contact. He was checking in on me and the city of Newark. We had another good, heartfelt conversation, and as soon as I hung up with him, amazed that I had just talked to the President of the United States and the governor of the state of New Jersey, I'm coming up a hill, and there in the wind and the rain, I see these telephone poles that had come down, live wires, and then I make out a guy standing out there in a yellow slicker with a floodlight waving frantically. I was surprised and almost a little upset that somebody would be out in this storm and not home, and I rolled up on him, rolled down the window, and immediately saw it was an elderly man, and I said to him, "What are you doing out here, sir?" And he looks at me almost bothered by the question. He goes, "There are live telephone wires, live wires all over. I'm here because I'm going to make sure that none of my neighbors or nobody comes along these wires and gets hurt." In that moment, I realized 15 minutes I had talked to the President of the United States, the governor of the state of New Jersey. Heck, I was the mayor of the city. But the greatest person in that 15 minutes that I talked to was the man on the hill, showing up, standing strong in a storm for others that he didn't even know. He didn't control the circumstances. He didn't control the size and strength of that storm, but he defined a truth that is so powerful that the greatest of all human energies you can show up with, you can choose, is kindness, is decency, and love. And often people think love is sentimentality. No, it's service, sacrifice. It's being there for others. Class of 2020, you are going to go on and do amazing things, achieve great positions, titles in your life, but those will never define who you are. You do daily. Life is not about a destination, it's what you bring to the journey, and I hope you bring your power of love. That's what this world needs right now. It needs light workers in darkness. It needs kindness in a time of too much meanness. It needs unifiers in a time of too much division. And that's not seen best in the grand acts and the grand gestures, but the daily decisions we make. Don't underestimate your power. Use it every day to make a difference in this world that so needs you.